So all right, let's talk about some high level thinking. Bank of America's reliable model indicates negative long-term results for the first time since 1999. Is this something to be scared of?
I've been saying it for a while. We can go on the record, but 24 we may have a slight recession. It won't be it won't be next year, so it's nothing to worry about in the near term. But historically, when you guys are like looking, I'm gonna be honest, like it's sexy for media to talk about crashes because it gets more clicks and more views, but you have to start thinking of crashes as immense opportunities. You have to. Like, so if we have a huge crash in 24, I'm gonna talk a lot less on here and I'm gonna be buying up a whole bunch of stuff and I'm gonna call Troy and like, hey,
put the back call out.
Hey, let's go. Stock club, we're gonna run it up again, get y'all another 1,000% a year for long-term investing. But we do need, things have went up so fast. Quantitative easing has gotten worse. So there will be a slight pullback in 24. And then these kind of indicators from Bank of America, JP Morgan, these are nothing to make fun of or sneeze at. So if that level has been hit, it's telling you that we can have a turnaround for sure.
Let me ask you this, because we talked about let's get into this Sonola conversation.
Solana.
Some say Solana,
some say Solana.
Good Euro step. Ginobili. Go ahead.
They say I'll Ginobili with my left hand. Woo.
What's your thoughts on it? What's your thoughts on it?
We can't argue with the run up. Listen, people was talking to me about it yesterday. Like, did you catch it? I'm like, nope. I wish I would have. A good entry would have been like around 37, and if we drop back down to, it's crazy to say, even like 75.04, 94.27, it'd be a great entry. But like, if you look, the 1 month return is 314%. It's up 5,000% all time.
Yo, it's up 4,700% this year.
So
like 4,700%.
This is the number one question people are going to ask: Is it too late?
So let's understand.
For a large position, yes, but for a smaller one, no.
Well, it depends. And so like when they ask that question, I always ask, do you understand? And so like for me to understand, I had to like, let me dive into this. And so, all right, so let's figure out what it does. Number one, it is a long-term challenger to Ethereum, right? And so Ethereum is a platform that other currencies are built on top of, right? And so there's a couple of things that it has in its advantage. Number one is that it's transaction rates. And so this is crazy. This is crazy when I looked into it. You can do up to 50,000 transactions per second. 50,000, right? I'm gonna compare it to Bitcoin. Now you're gonna really understand. Bitcoin, you can do 5 transactions per second. Ethereum, you can do 15 transactions per second. We're talking about 50,000. So what's caused the run up is the question, right? And
NFTs.
It's no question, like undeniably NFTs have caused it to run up because obviously if the transaction speeds are a lot faster and it's 200% less the cost to actually move the money, this makes more sense than putting it on Ethereum. And so people are moving to Solana. Like it came out of nowhere. It's number 7 right now on CoinMarketCap.
Where can they buy it?
I'll tell you right now.
What was the entry price that you said earlier, Ian?
The one I would have wanted would have been like 36 to 37. 48.04 is good, and then in a 79 area would be amazing.
So you can get it on Coinbase. It's on Binance. It's on FTX. So it's on Binance US.
It's on all the major.
KuCoin. Yeah. So it's on all the majors, and so that was cool, right? When I looked at the transaction speeds, I'm like, wow, that blows Bitcoin and Ethereum out the water. And so I wanted to translate it into what we know as the form of currency, right? So I looked at Visa. You know what Visa's transaction speed is?
What?
1,700 transactions per second.
This thing
is doing 50,000 transactions per second. And so
is it too? I mean, all right, it's 160.
I don't know if it's
$169 right now. Ryan Leslie famously said on episode 150 of Earn Your Leisure that he invested in Bitcoin when it was $148. And it's what it is now, 50,000, just short of 50, whatever. Everybody's always looking for the next Bitcoin. That's what this comes down to.
Yeah.
So they're looking at like, all right, it might have went up 5,000%, but it's still $169.
At the prices I called it solid, but it goes back to the biggest lesson of everything. Every episode that you guys have had here and on the main podcast, there aren't too many people that you talk to that invested for 1 year and they made all of their money there.
Yeah.
Real estate, crypto, NFT, stocks, 5-year minimum, 20-year. I've been saying it like you guys want another answer. That's the answer.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to say. I'm not going to play with y'all today. 5 years or 20. That's it. And because in 5 years, you're going to want the money anyway. So
what's the supply, Troy? Can you look that up?
Yeah, I got you. Right
Sorry
now.
to cut you off, Ian.
No, you good.
Yeah, no, you're right. But it's interesting to see this. What's the supply?
Circulating supply is 293 million. Total supply is 504 million.
Yeah, and then if people are holding it typically for 8 to 9 days, because you can go research how many days most people are holding it. Yeah. You can see when a pattern is about to start and when it'll run up. So if most people are holding it for 8 days, you probably can take profit at 6 or use Fibonacci retracement. And I'm gonna say this too: every trading strategy that I've given you guys works for. How are you guys not using the 72 and the 200s to get in on Ethereum and Bitcoin and Solana? The blueprint is there. Fibonacci retrace. Use it. Yeah, and you're good. But if they're holding for 8 days, get out at 6, and then when things take a tumble and they go in a cycle, you'll be able to take advantage of it.
What's the supply for Ethereum?
Supply for Ethereum is 100, and the circulating supply is 117.5 million, and it's the same for the total supply. So, yeah, I mean that's the formula, right? That's the thing with being first, right? Coin and competitors can say, all right, where are their disadvantages? All right, let's capitalize on their disadvantage. They have high gas fees. All right, let's make ours lower. They have slow transaction rates. All right, let's make ours faster. And so you have a coin here that's like, all right, we've executed on both. It just so happens that the NFT space has just blossomed, and so now you add those. It's like the perfect storm.
It's a use case for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you guys go research why NFTs are taking off so much for those who make money in crypto. We won't talk about it here, but if you understand why, you can understand why these are running up. And then, same with Cardano, and Ada's had an incredible run. And that's why I always stress, okay, this is the homework I want to give you guys, because I've been giving you homework for a while. Take the top 10 movers of NASDAQ. Take the top 10 movers in crypto. Take the average of how long they take to go up 10,000%. That'll give you how many days you should be holding the asset. Like a lot of people think trading is like a guessing game. It's all mathematical equations that you can go look. But if you go here's the part that you guys don't want, the actual research and the reading and doing the work part. Go do the work. You can go look at every crypto and you can go read the white papers. They'll tell you how many days it'll take for them to build a base and when it'll take off and then when to leave. Go do the homework.